Everybody is welcome to my YouTube channel on the topics of database performance. Database performance is measured by varieties of types of dependent matters. Among them, most vital subject is database indexing. Indexing is a factor to improve the database performance because database taking loads from various sites, various applications, retrieving data and so storing data with various types of algorithm. But index building helps the database for proper merging with the physical location of the logical presentation of the data. So logical presentation of the data matching with the physical location of the data. Index works in this way. So index rebuilding, if any new row is entered as a database system, then index is changing. And then index is properly changing, properly required to change. And this index, auditing index is a pattern, or auditing index is a great way to improve, to enhance the performance of the database system. So the vital way of this use of this indexing is auditing index and also using invisible index. It is a pattern to improve the indexing system. Additional storage space, which is created at database system, to remove the additional storage space, to reuse the additional storage space. It is a great idea to reuse the additional storage space by improving the indexing system. Index rebuilding is a great matter for improving the indexing system. And now we come to the slower writing of the index. When system is present as a database system, it is a factor when new row is entered as a database, and this row NT takes a time of index takes a time to improve to NT for that row. But if it is slowly moved, the index system is slowly moved, then it takes more time naturally, and so improve the index system. Slow movement of index writing, it should be removed. Additional new line, it is required for the improving system. And auditing index is a good pattern, but in case of downtime, it is mostly required. In case of downtime is required, downtime is available, then in auditing system will possible to implement. And then we know that unused storage is havoc at the database system. So what is the possibility? One possibility is there to remove the unused storage and to reuse the unused storage is by indexing system. Its indexing system will be efficient, not inefficient. Proper query. Another factor is proper query. Proper query means query is a factor of the database. Query is most critical or vital counterpart of the database system. So suboptimal query is the obstruction for proper query. Suboptimal query should be removed. And by this suboptimal query, unnecessary subquery is entered. Incorrect filtering option. Where filtering option is not required, havoc. So many filtering option is entered as the query. It will reduce the performance of the database and the improve the database system. And by data fragmentation is a process to improve the database system, enhance the database performance, increase the database input-output system, or also make efficient database system by data fragmentation. Data fragmentation recognizes physical data with the index. Data fragmentation gives more spaces where the unused spaces was occupied previously. It removes the unused spaces and it converts the unused spaces for use. Another is increase memory. Increase memory overall. It is a good idea to increase the capacity of the database. But increase memory, how memory will be increased? By which way memory will be increased? First is RAM increasing. First you want to increase the RAM. Secondly, increasing the cache. Cache is two types, external and internal cache. If we want to increase the external cache, it is not required at first time. So first permissible time factor is to increase the RAM of the database. And then we increase the internal cache memory. And then last option is external cache memory to increase the memory of the database. In this way, the database memory can be increased and also performance will be enhanced. Another is application side. Application is a factor, always application accessing the database at front end. So application matching is mostly required with the database. So application version will be matched with database version, also with OS compatibility. So OS, application and database will match each other by a proper version. Application bottleneck will be affect database system. To avoid the application bottleneck, the mostly required is the database version and also the load balancing system of the database. Load balancing system is a good factor, balances the node. Each application is so many application is there. Application database is 2 or 3. So load balancing is highly required to balance the node and to compromise with the database for proper way for efficiency, to increase the efficiency of the database. And the database systems also gives the support, takes the support from rack mounting. For rack mounting mainly for the disaster recovery and to enhance the database capacity. But the database capacity is good. Database capacity will be enhanced if a proper rack mounting is done. Proper rack mounting means when rack is mounted, there are so many database 1, database 2, and also another database may be there for replication purpose and also application purpose. All databases if stored at the same position, same rack. So there should be a question of the if it is total database is collapse or any physical damage. So total database will be ruined. So to avoid this congestionness of the database, we shift the total database system at the another position of the site. So database rack mounting is a vital part for the database improving system and also to enhance the database performance with the node balancing system. Node balancing and database mounting, rack mounting is accompany with each other. Network issue by the network system. So why network system is vital? Because if any user use any high volume of the graphic system from the application end, so the bandwidth will be changed. Proper bandwidth is required. If not required, the database time will be increased. Database latency time will be increased. So to avoid this hazard, we will see network system properly work by the network system by the others equipment. And also there are another factor is there, that is the factor of database driver. Database driver, if not matched with the version, there should be a proper gapping of the database performance. To improve the throughput of the database system, latency system one is a factor. To reduce the latency system, maybe due to the database driver or hardware improvement, proper hardware improvement is required for the latency system. And also, for not proper hardware also, there should be a software matching with application end, also OS end, and another part is there for the improvement for the new version of the antivirus. So total system of the database performance depends upon 12 factors, mainly 12 factors we have already discussed here. And these factors is totally independent with each other. So this is a vital factor, database performance, and this performance will properly done from indexing to proper indexing to the hardware performance of the system. So this is my end of the video and share the